Welcome to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB GT3 Sprint Series Round 9 Race 3 from Hockenheim GP. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB GT3 Sprint Series on Project Cars 2. This is race 3 here from Hockenheim. Apologies for the fan noises in the background. It is very warm here in Britain while I'm commentating at the moment. So yes, we're going through a bit of a heat wave, so apologies for the fan noise in the background. But we will now take you through the grid for race 3 here at Hockenheim. It is Woo Woo on pole position then. Woo Woo on pole position with Bidster, the newly crowned champion, in second place. I forgot to mention that at the end of the last video, guys. I do apologise. But we had that much going on at the end of the last video. I didn't even know what were happening, because we had all sorts of different things going on as people were crossing the lines. It was all a bit hectic. So, but yes, Bidster is now your champion. He now cannot be caught. So Bidster is the GT3 Sprint Series champion. So let's see what he can do in this race and see if he can help his teammate out. Scott, who is in third place, he's in third place in his BMW, but just behind Bidster there. Then you've got Neil Farmack in the orange and blue Porsche. There he goes. He's in fourth place. We've got fifth place for Nifty Dark Ninja just behind him in the BMW there. He is in fifth place on the grid. We've got sixth place for Blake in the big massive Bentley. You can see the Bentley there on the centre of your screen there. There's the Bentley. And then we've got Tim behind him in seventh in the Ferrari. Then we've got Pash in eighth in the Porsche, and TY is at the back this time in the Lamborghini. So let's see if TY can make his way through the field, and Tim as well, because they're definitely the ones with the pace in the last few races. So we're back here at Hockenheim. It is dry now at Hockenheim GP circuit. We've got dry conditions again, so we'll see how this gets on as we go into the race. So again, no Will in this one, unfortunately. There are connection issues for Will, so unfortunately not able to make it on. So it's Woo Woo, Bidster, Scott, Neil, Nifty, Blake, Tim, Pash and TY is the order. We're coming round out of the Sachs curve now, getting ready for the start. Woo Woo's took up his position. He's chosen his speed. You can choose anything in between 70 or 40 miles an hour, or whatever you want to do, as long as it's not too slow, or too fast. So nice in the middle of the circuit, and we're getting ready for lights out here for race 3 at Hockenheim. And we're getting ready for the lights. It should be any moment now. You'll know when they go out, because everyone will start fanning out. And away we go, lights out, off we go for race 3, and it's Woo Woo down to the first corner first. Scott is behind Bidster. Bidster still in second place. There's contact between Scott's rear quarter and Neil as they go out the corner. Bit of contact, but everyone else gets away well. We've got Tim, Blake and Nifty all side by side, almost 3 wide as you come down into the right-hander turn 2. As a little bit of a nudge, everyone nudging each other. Come on, off you go, off you go. As up 4 wide there, TY's got stuffed out as well. Nifty around the outside of Blake, trying to go around the outside of Blake in the big BM, but can't quite make it stick. The Bentley holds its own, and now we've got Pash, Nifty and Neil Farmack and TY all together as you go down towards the hairpin. Woo Woo in the lead then from Bidster. They've pulled away a bit out of those guys. Tim defending the inside from Scott, and now everyone else in the middle goes Blake and Neil tries to go down the inside. There wasn't really a gap there, but the Bentley trying to sort of muscle these Porsches out of the way as we go out the corner. Then TY and Nifty in the draft of each other as well, all side by side now down to the next corner. Got to fold in here somehow, chaps, as TY goes through past Pash on the inside onto the braking zone. Nifty almost, Nifty very close to the back of the Bentley there, very close, almost contact between the two, but luckily got away with it. Pash behind TY as we look at the leaders. Then they go into the stadium, the famous stadium here at Hockenheim, as both cars twitch as they go through the corner. Tim's behind the both of them, and then it's this lot, all of them coming through into the stadium at once. Neil Farmack in 5th, Blake 6th, Nifty Dark Ninja in 7th, with TY right behind him. So everyone really close. We come through the Sachs curve, and Blakeney makes a mistake on the inside, makes a mistake, puts sort of over-rotates the car, has to take the grass, but luckily no advantage gained, still stays the same gap to the car in front. There's a massive twitch for everyone out of the last 2 corners, and onto the start-finish line we go. And it is still the same order across the line as we go onto the second lap of the race. I know it says lap 3, but remember there was a formation lap to take into account as well. As Nifty Dark Ninja runs wide, doesn't really gain anything from doing that, I don't think. It didn't look like he did anyway, as now he's not. He's backed off from Blake, he's gone more back towards TY, who's in the Lamborghini, just waiting to pounce here to see what he can do as TY goes out the corner, trying to get the run in the Lamborghini. He's on the inside. No, he's not. He's swapping around to the other side. He's swapping around to the other side because he's going to try and use Blake's draft to try and pass them both. There's going to be 3 wide now down towards the hairpin. We've got the BMW on the outside line, the Bentley in the middle, and the Lamborghini on the inside. Brake, brake, brake. And we go into the corner, and TY's passed them both. TY's passed them both on the inside. Incredible move there, and Blake gets past Nif. No, he doesn't. He gets really bad traction on the way out the corner and loses out. TY makes 2 places, and Nifty is in 7th with Blake in 8th. Incredible move there from TY. Well judged. We've got a fight for the lead on. Bidster and Woo Woo side by side with Tim right behind them now, so they've lost time to Tim. They've been fighting as Woo Woo keeps hold of the lead. So Woo in the lead, Bid 2nd, Tim 3rd. Woo's holding on for now into the Sachs curve. The BMW getting a bit twitchy out of there. As there's Scott in 4th, a nice solid 4th place for him. TY trying to catch up to the back of Neil. Let's go back to the front runners then. Bids to slide in the car through the last corner, makes a little mistake. Tim's going to go on the outside line and try and see what he can do. No, he swaps to the inside. Swaps to the inside for turn 1. Is he going to go for it? I think he is, yes. He's on the brakes. He's on the inside and he goes through. A little bit of a cut, but again, you've got to give him a bit of a benefit of the doubt. He was on the inside line. He's got to try and turn in somehow. And Tim takes 2nd place off Bids. Will Bids fight back? No. He's going to stay as he is. Not going to attack back just yet. See what he can do later on as Tim pulls away out in the corner. Neil holding on to 5th for now. 5th place for Neil Farmack as TY closes up to the back of the Porsche in the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini gets a very good run out the corner, and down the straight we go through the parabolica curve, and down to the hairpin as Woo, Tim and Bids all together. So they've all closed up a bit more as well. Into the hairpin goes this lot. We've got Scott being caught by Neil Farmack as well. So Scott's been caught by Neil and TY. They're dragging each other up to the cars in front. Meanwhile, the leaders, it is Woo from Tim from Bids. Still the same orders. Bids lost that lost his 2nd place to Tim at turn 1. With a good move down the inside from Tim, a very brave move as well. Good solid racing. And speaking of good solid racing, Scott now has got his hands full with a Porsche and a Lamborghini of Neil and TY. They are 2 names that you do not want behind you, because they are 2 names that will probably end up getting past you at some point. They will find a way through. Scott makes a little mistake there. Neil goes to the outside. Scott defends the inside. Neil only just given enough room there to squeeze into the braking zone. Tries to cut back, but there's no room around there. The track is not wide enough there, Neil. You have to try somewhere else. As Tim and Woo go on to the straight. Bids is still on the back of this group, but not quite able to get close enough to challenge yet. As TY gets a good run out of the corner, could he have a go at Neil Farmack into turn 1? He's having a think about it. I don't think he's going to go for it though. He's not close enough. You can't just put the car down the inside and expect the other car not to turn in. You've got to sort of allow a bit of room as Neil makes a mistake there, and that's TY's opportunity. Neil makes a mistake on the outside of turn 1. TY's on the inside, but Neil Farmack he'll try. He tried to hold on to the outside, but turned in too early, hit the back of TY's car, and luckily both cars didn't spin there, which was very lucky indeed, because it could have been a bit bigger than what we thought, but could have been a bigger incident. But still, it's Woo, Bidster and Tim into the hairpin, and Tim takes the lead of the race. Woo can't fight back. Woo cannot fight back. He cannot get onto the inside line. Bids is right behind him now, but again, Tim takes the lead here at Hockenheim. German driver in the Italian car leads the way, and the British drivers in the German cars are now in 2nd and 3rd as Bids hits the curb, all 3 close together. As everyone else comes up to the Mercedes arena, TY, and then Neil hits the back of Scott. Just hits the back of him, and he does slow down and let him continue, which is good sportsmanship there from Neil Farmack. Just made an honest mistake, and still again lets him get away with it. So Blakeney then is under pressure from Pash for 8th and 9th places, so they're all together. So it just proves if you get clean racing and you've got a good bunch of lads that can race clean, then you will. Then even with 9 cars, you can make an exciting race. But obviously more numbers the better, but hopefully we'll get that in GT Sport next season when we move over. But Tim then in 1st place, Woo 2nd, Bids 3rd, got TY in 4th. He's on the way to try and catch them now. Let's have a look at TY's lap time this time around. This should give us a good indicator. A 1:40.4, which is faster than the leaders, so if you can keep that up, you should be able to close up a bit more. As Scott now with Neil looking behind him. Neil looking for a way through past Scott in the BMW. Drafted in as Bidster's teammate halfway through the season after Intrepid had to leave for some family and personal reasons, which is highly understandable. So we will welcome back Intrepid with open arms when he comes back to us. It's just a short-term sort of sabbatical he's had to take, so we wish Intrepid well, and we hope to see him in the future as Scott then comes through in 5th place. Neil's still chasing him behind. We've got Wu and Bidster fighting out for 2nd place here. Bidster's right on the back of Wu, putting the pressure on in that BMW. You can actually, the BMW is that big behind the Porsche, you can actually see it like it's not he's not even side by side, like he's not even behind it. It's like he's side by side with him. It's that big. But the Porsche holds on for now then, as then everyone else comes into the Mercedes arena as well. Scott holding off Neil Farmack still. The Porsche very, very good on the brakes, and yeah, proves it there. The Porsche is very, very good on the brakes, and definitely closes up there, but he had to brake even harder to avoid hitting him because the brakes were that good. And now he's got Nifty all over the back of him, and also Blake and Pash are side by side for 8th and 9th place as well. Blake's made a mistake, Pash is on the inside, and there's contact. Blake turns in, Pash was on the inside, and there's contact between the two cars, and Blake goes on, but we'll have to get a replay on that to see what if Blake gave enough room or if Pash was trying to go for a bit more of an over-dramatic move, but we'll have to see that in a replay. Can't really judge that as I've seen it there. We'll have a look in a little while. So we go across the line then. Bidster and Wu still battling out for 2nd place as we go through towards turn 2. Will Bidster have a look down the inside? No, he's going to stay behind Wu this time. Into the corner. Oh, he's going to have a look down the inside, just try and poke the nose there and then get the cut back onto the straight. I don't think it's going to work though. He's going to try something though, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So let's back to Scott, Neil and Nifty into the 2nd corner and out of it. They all sort of go as they were. And Pash has obviously gone further back. Now it's Wu and Bidster together. Bidster on the outside, Wu on the inside. Wu defends the inside, Bidster tries to go for a cutback but can't get it, and the BMW over-rotates on the way out, and that's going to lose him a bit of time. Meanwhile, here's the others, Scott, Neil and Nifty battling for 5th place. Scott defends the inside, Neil gets a good cutback on the inside, and bam, have that, that's for race 2, and gets on the inside of him, side by side now down to the next corner. I think Neil's just ahead on the inside line for the corner, and he gets him. He'll have to keep to the left now and defend into the next corner, although Scott will be up the inside, but no, the Porsche's brakes help him to stop the car quicker and later, and he's able to hold on to 5th place. So bit of a rubbing his racing move there, but good move there by Neil Farmack, nothing wrong with that really. Just tried to go for the cutback and both cars sort of over-rotated a bit, and well, Scott's car did, and then he goes through. So good move there from Neil Farmack. So as we start lap 8 of this race, or what will be lap 7 because of the actual formation lap, we will now take a little break and go to the replays of the first half. Here's the replays from the first half of the race. Okay, here's a replay from the first lap action then, so you can see ahead the cars getting quite close together into the right-hander. You see Blake, Tim and a few others make contact with each other, and then Neil Farmack gets pushed out to the left, and then Blake comes back across, and there's Scott there who gets, Nifty there who gets pushed off to one side, and then further ahead you've got Scott and Tim quite far together. You see you've got all these guys together, and then further ahead we've got Scott and Tim together into the hairpin. They're all very close going into there. So into the hairpin, we just have to stay behind the Ferrari. Then Neil, whoa, the inside of Blake. Bit of contact there as we go out the corner, and then everyone actually gets away alright, and then we go down to the next corner. You see Neil Farmack there is on the inside of Blake into the Mercedes arena we go. Pash lets TY go, she's on his inside as well. And then TY has a massive tank slapper on the curb. And then we go through the Mercedes arena, and it all starts to settle down from there. And now here's a look at the Neil Farmack and Blake incident on board with Nifty. So watch there, Neil goes down the inside, he's on the inside line. And then you see Blake has to turn for the corner, Neil's there, outbrakes himself, and then hits the side of Blake. But look at the all sort of keep going in some kind of order, but Neil Farmack then proceeds to make the move. A bit harsh there, but I suppose they all didn't sort of spin off, so I don't know what the stewards will do about that, but Neil Farmack takes 5th. And now here's a look at something on board with Blake on lap 3. So you can see we're getting passed there by Nifty on the inside. And then watch, you can hear the Lamborghini. Like the TY goes to the inside, brakes, and then you see Blake's on the inside of Nifty, but then TY gets past them both. Nifty goes very wide to give space, which is very sensible. But then TY goes and gets both cars, Blake gets on the power with too much of a twitch, and Nifty goes through, and brilliant racing there by all, and a good cracking move there from TY, 2 for 1. Here's a replay on Bowie. Something happened to him on lap 6. He goes into first corner, slides the car sideways. How did he hold that? Amazing hold. Then Bid still there and go through on the left, and then we'll try and sort of stick it up the inside still. We'll see we're still there alongside. Bid is on the outside there. We're going around the corner, and Bid holds it around the outside and takes the position. Okay, now here's a replay on board with Pash. You see Blake makes a mistake there. A mistake on the outside. Pash gets alongside now. Watch here. Watch the car's positioning as we go into the corner. Watch Pash's car. He goes into the corner. He just understeers. It doesn't turn. He's braking while he's turning. He's just understeering the car and ends up spinning himself around actually. So it was Blake didn't give him a lot of space, but Pash just his car understeered into the side of the Bentley, and then he has to rejoin in 9th. That was the replays of the first half, and now we return to the race. And as we come back from that, it is Woo Woo and Bids are still battling out for second place. But look who's behind them. It's TY in the Lamborghini. I can't see him, that's the tyre wall. There we go. But now Woo and Bids are alongside each other. Bids on the inside. Woo just moves to the racing line at the last moment. Tries to squeeze Bids. But then Bids gets past and sort of holds the line out the corner, has to sort of almost park the car on the apex to get the car out the corner, and now TY is lined up perfectly to have a go at the Porsche of Woo. So now it's TY and Woo alongside each other. Woo to the inside, Lamborghini of TY to the outside, and Bids has been caught by both these boys. Bids has now got to defend almost 3 wide into the hairpin. Bids holds on, Woo's on the inside, there's a bit of contact. TY round the outside of Woo, and what a move from TY round the outside. What a move. Carries the traction around the outside, knows where the grip is, and doesn't have to put as much lock on, so he gets a faster run around the corner. And TY now is on the attack of Bidster for second place. Woo, stand aside, it's TY's time here at Hockenheim. TY now on the back of Bidster, and this is only going to get better and better and better. But before we get Singer's teeth into this battle a bit more, let's look back at Scott and Nifty. They're still in 6th and 7th places. Neil Farmack ahead in 5th. They've not really closed upon each other too much. So, oh no, TY's gone round. TY's gone round. Don't know whether there was contact or not. I don't think there was, but still, I don't think there's any damage on that car. No, there's not. We can't see any damage on this side anyway. But TY's lost it. Takes second place or takes 3rd place, and then 2 corners later loses it completely. Unlucky to TY, and he's got to try and catch up now. He's got to try and do what he can do. But have the tyres gone on that Lamborghini now? Because with TY being on the controller, sometimes the Project Cars physics, it has it that it sort of ruins the tyres if you sort of slide the car even a little bit. So it is very, very hard, and it looks like it has as well, because the car's not as stable as before. So it's now Bids doing 2nd, Woo Woo 3rd, TY now in 4th. Tim still leads by 4 seconds in this race on lap 9. You can see there Woo coming out the last corner, out the previous corner, but Tim is 4.5 seconds up the road, and looking like he's going to take 2 in a row here at Hockenheim at his home event. So we'll have to see if you can do it. We've got Nifty Dark Ninja back in 7th place. He's trying to close upon the back of Scott. A good run here by Nifty, some good lap times as well. Both Nifty and Scott in the 43s, very average lap times for them both. Let's have a look at Blake. He's in 8th place in the Bentley. Then we've got Pash after the controversial incident earlier with the Porsche and Bentley, but again that was looked at in the replays earlier, and we'll probably get some more analysis at the end on that. We'll have to see if we get time for it. But Bidster then in 3rd place. TY's now closing up to the back of Bidster already. TY's on a charge now after that mistake. He's furious with himself, and he's now going to try and do it again. But remember, catching up's one thing, passing's another, as we saw TY flashing his lights there at Bid, saying I'm on my way. Watch out for your mirrors, mate, because I'm closing up on you. Well, he is closing up on him absolutely brilliantly. It's like Bidster's a crow and TY is an eagle. He's absolutely just crushing that BMW. He's flying way faster than that BMW in front of him. Let's see what the lap time is this time after the mistake, and see if he's regained any time. Let's have a look. TY's lap time 1:40.3. Yes, he is on it. He is on it in that yellow Lamborghini as Bids hits the curb there and over rotates, makes a mistake, and this could be TY's chance on the outside. But no, Bids goes back to the racing line. Bids now defends. TY goes to the outside, no way through. Bids is going to have to hug the corner, and TY can't get a good run out the corner because there's a big fat BMW in his way. But now he goes to the inside and he's trying to pull himself along here. BMW versus Lamborghini. There's not really a toe from any car because Woo in front's a bit too far in front for the draft. But it looks like TY on the inside line of the Parabolic has got it, but Bids will try and attack back on the brakes. Brake into the corner. Bids holds the inside line. TY on the outside. Can he do what he did before? Bids has a massive squirm and gets on the power, but TY with the extra traction gets past on the outside, smooth on the throttle all the way, and TY takes third place. But Bidster's going to fight back. Bidster does not take a position lying down. Bidster on the inside is having a poke up the nose at the inside of TY. TY gives him space in case he gets in there, but TY holds on to third. Now that is a perfect example of racing room there, guys, because you saw TY's car go wider through the corner in anticipation of Bidster sticking it down the inside. He knows Bidster, he knows what he's going to do, he knows he'll put his car down there if he can, so TY gives him that extra bit of room just to be nice, and that's complete racing respect between the two guys here, and that is how you race respectfully, guys. That is how you do it. None of this online public lobby nonsense. This is how you do it. And TY and Bids are the best two people to show you how to race together smoothly, because these two have been racing each other for 10 plus years now, on and off different leagues, and now we're in LPB racing in our own league, and it's good to see the battle still has the fire in they still have the fire in the bellies to battle as we go out the first corner. Oh, Bidster's lost it though. Oh, the fire gets lit too much, the barbecue's burnt itself, and Bidster then loses control. This the BMW proving it, just pushing the BMW over its limits too far, and yeah, he's overheated the tyres a bit there as well, so he's lost a bit of time. And now TY is left to hunt down Woo Woo, and he's already on the back of him already. He's only like, well, he's less than a second off him already, so TY looking like he's going to get second place back, but remember, he's got to take second place and hold on to it. But meanwhile, back here we've got Scott, Nifty and Blake all closing up to each other, and Pash as well. So Scott's got a bit of a queue behind him here. He's done a 43 last time round, with Nifty on a 42, Blake on a 42, Pash on a 41. So this is definitely going to be a battle to watch towards the end of the race, as Scott comes into the braking zone. That's too fast into the corner, way wide from Scott, pulls back to the inside. That could have been a bit dangerous over rotating like that if Nifty was any closer, but luckily holds on. And yeah, things about to start spicing up here at Hockenheim. Speaking of spicing up, TY has a little look at Woo Woo to try and put him off, and it works. The Porsche spins itself, no contact. The Porsche spins itself, over rotates. He puts the power on too early, and TY's little move there works as Woo Woo takes out the 100-metre board, and Bidster's in there as well, taking third place as Woo Woo decides we don't need a 100-metre board, we can break way after that. And Bidster then takes third place from Woo Woo as he rejoins, but Woo Woo now has got some work to do, as he had a mistake in race 2, he had a mistake in this one. It's not going his way so far. He's been capable of a podium in each one, but he's just sort of thrown it away at each last moment as he flashes lights at Bids. Now I'm coming back for you, mate. I'm going to try and come back for you if I can. One person to watch out for in these last few laps as well is Neil Farmack. Neil Farmack on a 41.2 there. He's closing up to Bids and Woo Woo, so he's definitely on the move here, Neil Farmack, and we'll see what he can do as the last couple of laps develop, because we are on the penultimate lap of the race here at Hockenheim GP circuit, and it's Scott now ahead of Nifty, he's buried it into the wall on the inside. Probably done what Bidster did earlier, and but worse, and Nifty darting into them with some damage on the front of that, some cosmetic damage on the front of that BMW, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch them now, but unless they make a mistake, so you never know. But Scott then gets a bit of a breather in 6th place, but Blakeney now is under pressure from Pash, and will Pash go for revenge here? Will he try and get the place back off that he lost to Blake earlier with that sort of controversial incident between the two? But I'll leave that for the steward to decide, so we'll see how that goes later on. But meanwhile, Bidster then in 3rd place, Woo still in 4th, not able to catch or pass Bidster yet. TY's in 2nd, pulling away, not made a mistake just yet. Tim is still in the lead of this race. We've not seen much of him yet in this race, but Tim 7.7 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack, and pulling away. So doing a good job here again, Tim, doing exactly what he needs to do to secure more points. And hopefully, if he can do this, he'll with Pash finishing low down, he will actually take 2nd place in the overall championship, Tim. So, which will mean for Spa, obviously he'll have to start near the back for the first race at Spa, but we'll have to see. Obviously Bidster will start at the back for Spa because he's the champion already, so he can't move anywhere. So, Tim then in 1st position then. TY is 2nd in the Lamborghini, Bidster still 3rd, I think, yeah, he's still 3rd. Woo Woo in 4th. Oh, on the grass, where's he going? He's trying to use a bit of the grass to cool down his tyres probably. But Neil Farmack closing up to the back of his teammate. I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch and pass him. But we'll have to see if the order remains the same, because with the amount of accidents and mistakes that people have made in this race, well, not necessarily accidents, just mistakes that people have made on their own, it's highly likely that someone else could make a mistake and it could change the order again. So we'll have to see as the race goes on. Meanwhile, we've got Pash ahead of Blake. Blake spun off, or he's been hit off or something, but he's got major damage on the left-hand side of that Bentley, so he's had a left door impact on that Bentley, and he's down to 9th place now. Again, we'll get that in the replays at the end, guys. Sorry I missed that, but we'll get that in the replays at the end. Bidster in 3rd, Woo Woo still in 4th, trying to do what he can to catch him. Bidster makes a little twitch out the corner that time, trying to get the power on early. Woo can sense an opportunity, he's just trying to keep it as clean as possible. You can see the rest of them coming out the hairpin at the top of the screen there as we come through the stadium. But one person who I'm not going to miss you finishing this time, Tim. We're going to watch you across the line this time. So here we go. Tim then wins race 3 here at Hockenheim, takes 2 wins in a row at home. Well done to Tim. Fantastic show of how to do it, and has a nice little celebration across the line in the Ferrari. Well done, Tim. And it is TY in 2nd place in the Lamborghini, gets a good result at the end. TY 2nd place. And Bidster in 3rd place with Woo in 4th. That'll be a good points for them both. Neil Farmack with his teammate Woo in 4th there. So Neil Farmack in 5th. Good points for Team Woo Mac. And then it's going to be Scott holding on to 6th place in the BMW. Not a bad finish for him, Scott. We could have done a lot more in this race. Don't celebrate too early, Scott, because you've got a Porsche on the way. But Pash is it now in 7th, with Nifty in 8th. And Blakeney is unfortunately going to cross the line in 9th place. So guys, we will now get the replays in of the race, followed by the results and the overall championship standings going into the final round. Here is the replays of the second half of the race. And now here's a replay of what happened to TY on lap 8 of the race. Watch this for TY then into the corner. See the back end's going, it's just lost grip and it just goes round on him, just loses rear grip. And TY then mysteriously goes down to 4th place. Now here's a bit of action we missed earlier. Watch this going out of the last corner then. So you see Scott makes a mistake. Nifty's on the outside then. Scott doesn't see him. There's contact between the 2 cars. And then Scott comes back across. Nifty's still there. They both take each other off into the wall. That's again both drivers not being aware of the surroundings. Scott has to cut the first corner. Nifty goes wide. They both end up rejoining side by side again. And yeah, that is definitely going to be a questionable incident there. But both drivers just not aware of the surroundings there. And that's what caused them to both lose time. Okay, now here's a replay of Woo's incident on lap 11. Watch this as we go into the stadium again. So that's TY, the back end is over rotates, and TY does very well to spot that happening and slows down enough to avoid hitting him. There's one ball with Bidster there. You see Woo coming back onto the track, and then we go alongside and we get the move done into the Sachs curve. Now here's the replay on board with Blake to watch Nifty don't injure ahead. Watch the white BMW over the curb, back end loses control, into the wall, round she goes, full 360 and then gets back going again. So a good recovery but unfortunate incident. And now here's a replay of what happened to Blake for him to go to the back of the field. Watch this, into the Sachs curve, goes in, turns the front end too hard, the rear end can't keep up and he goes completely round and parallel parks himself near the wall and then ends up getting back going again, but by the time he's done that, he's down in 9th. And now here's a look at all of that on board with Pash. So watch here, we actually go for the move on the inside, so the Bentley's on the outside there. We go towards the corner, the Bentley goes round the outside of it. It's brilliant racing room there from both gents. And then we go round the next corner, watch this. Pash has got to react very quick here. The back end loses it and he's, whoa, round he goes and he doesn't touch him. Good awareness there by Pash, but then you see Nifty goes through with Blake on the inside there, and then Blake recovers in 9th. That was the replays of the second half, and now we go to the results of race 3. So it is Tim who takes victory again. Well done to Tim with TY in at 2nd place. Good 2nd place for him. Bidster on the podium in 3rd, getting the hang of that BMW. With Woo Woo in at 4th place, just behind him there. With Neil Farmack taking 5th. We've got Scott in at 6th place, with Pash finishing in 7th. Nifty Dark Ninja in 8th place, not the best round for him. And Blake with a horrible round there, unfortunately for him, in 9th position. So it's Bidster in the lead on 4.59, with Tim now in 2nd place on 3.81 after his good results there. 3rd place for Pash, on 367. We've got Neil Farmack on 350 in 4th. Woo Woo on 334 in 5th. We've got Nifty Dark Ninja on 234 with Blake on 212 in 7th. Then it's Scott on 194, only 3 points ahead of TY in 9th. We've got Darren on 168 with Will on 162, quite close between them as well. Bert on 151, Intrepid, Growly and Twirly stay the same on 76, 72 and 62. With the teams it is Bidspid Wolf on 729, quite a lead there over Woomac on 684, 535 for Dash and Wilney on 399, with Growly Ninja on 335 and Bert D on 317. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner, Tim in the red Ferrari there. Fantastic race by Tim and a huge congratulations to him. 2 wins on the bounce at home in Germany. Well done to Tim. And we will see you guys next time for Spa, which will be round 10 of the GT3 Sprint Series and the last championship race that we will ever do with LPB Racing on Project Cars 2. So we will see you next time for that one, guys. From all of us here at LPB Racing, thank you for watching and take care. Thank you for watching race 3 there from Hockenheim. Brilliant race by all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to LPB Racing for more races like this in the future. And next time, it's going to be round 10, the last round of the season, which is going to be at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. We will see you at Spa.